Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we are doing the day 2 of our, the pastimes of Lord Nithyananda. So yesterday we heard about the childhood pastimes, and today we will see few other pastimes, and tomorrow is Jaga and Madai. So that is the schedule. So here, one of the things that always we hear about is whichever day the appearance day or this one is there, so the speaker will tell that he is the most merciful or he is the most best and things like that. So this philosophy we have discussed many times. So like like we need to know the logic behind also, otherwise we will sometimes devotees loosely talk also that it's just that any appearance day, any disappearance day is there, like you'll just speak about them as the great. So but we should also know why we speak in that way and what is the purpose behind and things like that. So there is, Krishna is ultimately the absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, and the reservoir of all mercy, and he is the end all of everything. So now, but Krishna, he chooses to function in different ways through different personalities. So now we see that the Lord, when he creates this material world, so that is also a mercy of the Lord. The living entity wants to act differently, act separately from Krishna, and he provides the function, provides the facility. And then he comes as Paramatma, and then he there with the living entity. That is also another mercy of the Lord. And then he facilitates, he provides opportunities for living entities to get liberated. He gives karma yoga, jnana yoga, and different kinds of yogas. So that is also a mercy of the Lord. And then he gives opportunity to practice pure devotional service. That is also mercy of the Lord. And then he gives the opportunity to get the love of Krishna, that is to get the attraction to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. So that is another mercy. And then we have Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is considered to be Namo Mahavadanyaya, the most beneficent incarnation, who gives mercy even to unqualified people in Kali Yuga, this greatest opportunity to render devotional service to Krishna. And Nityananda Prabhu, he is like he is considered to be more merciful than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these statements, when it appears in the scriptures or when we see in the pastimes of the Lord, that somebody is claimed as the Mahavadanyaya, the most munificent, and then somebody else is introduced as even more. So this is like, now we should understand that Krishna is the most merciful personality, and Krishna is the reservoir of all the mercy, and it is only by the will of Krishna all these things is happening. So it is this one topic that we were discussing some time back. We worship only Krishna and no one else. And Krishna is the merciful personality. So when he comes in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so then he displays the maximum amount of mercy. And when he comes in the form of Sri Narsinghadev, he displays the maximum amount of anger. Like that. In specific incarnations, he distributes or he displays his merciful nature or his different qualities in a higher or lower aspects. So here we see that Nityananda Prabhu is the greatest merciful personality, and what is the mercy that he is distributing? He is distributing the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So ultimately the product is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu is the distributor. He is a chief distributor. So which and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is he distributing? He is distributing the love for Sri Radha and Krishna. So this, in this way, ultimately we see the product is the same, that is Krishna, love for Krishna, and these personalities, they actually like what is that? Each one performs something very amazing, in the whole pastimes of the Lord. So if somebody says, okay, now I have found Nityananda Prabhu is the most merciful personality. Now I will not regard for anyone else. So we have descriptions like that also. Devotees say, in the scriptures. But then when other devotees come, they serve them also. So there, so it is, if a fanatic takes the true and then he keeps only that thing, I will serve only Nityananda Prabhu and no one else, then he will be doomed. So it is very important that Krishna in material world, how it is, like whoever is the most influential person, you catch him and you just uska maska lagao, और बाकी सब लोगों का लाइक आपका सामने ये सब कौन है, ये सब कोई भी नहीं है, लाइक आप ही है सब कुछ, ऐसा बोल दिया तो लाइक ही विल बिकम वेरी हैप्पी. बट इन कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस इट विल बी डेंजरस. यू गो टू नित्यानंद प्रभु एंड से आपका सामने ये सब कौन है, लाइक बाकी लोग सब यूजलेस है. नित्यानंद प्रभु विल किक अस ऑफ. No, because Krishna likes every single aspect of his creation. Krishna everything about his part and parcel. All incarnations are very dear to Krishna. So in that way, this logic will not work, right? So we have to understand who's most merciful. We have to approach him, but at the same time, giving appropriate respect and giving appropriate service for everything that is connected to Krishna. So this is very, very important. So the material logic should not be applied here, and we should approach in a proper spiritual way, right? And yesterday we saw the childhood pastimes, and after that Nityananda Prabhu, like he left the Ekachakra Dham, and then he was wandering with the sannyasi in different holy places. And then he also later on wandered alone, like basically at a certain place it is mentioned that the person who came as sannyasi is the Vishwarup, elder brother of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At a certain place it is mentioned that he left this planet. So, and there is another account is there that Nityananda Prabhu and Vishwarup became one, because both are of the same tattva. So like both are of Balram ji ka tattva. So then it is Nityananda Prabhu who is the the elder brother of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then then he actually passes by, and then there is they come across, Nityananda Prabhu comes across Madhavendra Puri, and there is a very nice account of how did they actually spend the time. And it is mentioned that when this Milan happened, there was Ishwarapuri and there was like other two personalities who are there in Chaitanya Leela, in Jagannath Puri, who are sannyasis who are god brothers of Ishwarapuri. Paramananda Puri and Brahmananda Bharati, shayad se. So these two were also there with Madhavendra Puri at that point in time, and Ishwara Puri also was there. So and they had never seen. It is mentioned that they were going in different places, but they could not able to. They were kind of frustrated seeing the materialistic people. Like devotees like to go and give mercy to the materialistic people, preach to them and things like that. But still, they always like an association where they can discuss the pastimes of the Lord, where they can discuss the glories of the Lord. So if they can get association where somebody who's a lover of Krishna and who's having deep feelings for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so then they like to associate with such people, and that is their life and soul. So, and here is an opportunity that Madhavendra Puri, a person of very high state of spiritual advancement, and Nityananda Prabhu, who is Balram himself, they were on very high platform, and both of them, when they came together, so they were like in so much of ecstasy, and they were like not able to contain themselves, and days together, they were traveling together, and then they were like discussing the confidential topics of Krishna consciousness. And the disciples of Madhavendra Puri, they were also seeing like such intense moments. Have never been. They have never seen such a intense association. Like this was a very amazing treat for them also. But after some time, both of them decided to depart, and then Nityananda Prabhu went to the Rameshwaram region, and then slowly like he again came to Tirumala also, it was mentioned. He went to Tirumala, and then he went to Godavari and all these places, and then finally he reaches Jagannath Puri. And when he reaches Jagannath Puri, he was having so much of just by seeing the chakra, like he fainted, and he could very barely could able to go forward. So this is a very nice thing that we can see that in the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and also in many other pastimes of Jagannath, we can see that how devotees, when they just see the chakra of the Jagannath temple, so they can immediately remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In fact, there are many cases where people just like they were not allowed inside the temple. They used to just offer bhoga to the chakra, and then there are cases where like the Lord accepts the bhoga physically, from the being present in the chakra. And it is mentioned that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whenever he used to take darshan of chakra, he used to see Shyam Sundar, over there. So in that way, like it is a very amazing element that the Gopura darshan. So like even in South India also they talk about this Gopura darshan. So from far away also, if you see the Gopuram of the temple, then it is as good as taken darshan of the Lord. But still people would go and take darshan. So in Kali Yuga, like the people would say like, no, okay, na abhi niklo. So it's like so somebody sees the film poster, उसमें सब कुछ याद आ जाता है, लाइक सब कुछ डिटेली लिखा है, एंड वो फिल्म को 10 बार देख भी लिया तो फिर भी जाते हैं फिल्म में. ऐसा ही लाइक so though we have taken darshan of the Lord so many times, though so many things are reminding us of the Lord, still we go in that way. So like that, there are so many hotels, they give samples in the street. Sample देते हैं फिर भी like अंदर जाके बैठ के खाते हैं, because like it is so tasty, so they want to experience more. So in that way, like we see that the Gopura darshan is so auspicious, and then still devotees go in the temple and they take darshan also. So then after Jagannath Puri, like he went back to this one Mathura, Vrindavan, and then Nityananda Prabhu was staying there. So it is mentioned that Nityananda Prabhu is Balram himself. He is the Guru Tattva, and then he knows all the aspects of Krishna consciousness, and he is very compassionate to the living entities also. But still he was not preaching. It is why he was not preaching, because like he wanted the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada often used to stress this point in the classes, Amara Agya Guru Hoy. No, Thara Desh. So this is like, why are we preaching? Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has ordered us to do so. So on that strength, no, we can actually go out and preach. And always as sadhakas, we should also, what is the sadhana that we are doing? So various times, no, we define sadhana in different ways. So sometimes we define it as our absorption in the thoughts of the Lord, no, our quality of chanting, no, like that, no, various definitions we actually give. So this is also one of the definition. So like, our natural tendency in the material world is to do things on our own, no, wish and whims. So like, am I doing, like whatever I'm doing, am I doing on the order of somebody, or am I doing, no, just because I like it? No. So then it's a very important thing to think about, meditate, and no, like ponder about. So amaragya guru hoy. So when I'm preaching, so am I thinking that I'm a servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he has ordered me, I'm preaching, or am I preaching because like I just want to speak, or I just want to impress upon somebody? So like, what is the purpose? No. So this is a very important thing, and definitely we will not be 100% either side. So it is not that I'm completely materialist. No, I want to just gratify my senses, and it is not that like I just want to simply follow the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Maybe like 50-50 or 30-40, 70, some percentage will be there. So we want to increase the percentage of remembering the instructions of Guru and Krishna, and on that basis, on that strength, we want to preach. So then it becomes like, sadhakas are always like 50-50, like either thoda udhar thoda, Kavi, like one moment we are thinking about the Lord, another moment like we are thinking about something else only. So like that. So in that way, like the sadhana is that we have to reduce the material thought and we have to increase the spiritual awareness, right? So this is the sadhana. And here we see that Nityananda Prabhu, like he was waiting for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, to go out and preach. And this also one amazing thing that Nityananda Prabhu says that I have gone to all the Tirtha Sthalas. I've went to all the spots of holy places and things like that. Now I was searching for Krishna and Krishna nahi mil raha. And Krishna kotha gela. Where has Krishna gone? Now Krishna is doing pastimes in like Nadia, in the Navadvip. And Nityananda Prabhu wanted to go there, but still like, the pastime, dusra pastime chal raha, like, udhar jaake hamara nahi jamega. So the pastimes over there is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing his pastimes of scholars, like a scholar, he is defeating people. And then, he is doing so many other pastimes. But he has not started the Sankirtan Leela. So, like, it is some proper match hota, like if the devotees are there, devotee association is there. Some devotees I have seen, they like singers, like somebody, if they get some company for kirtan, so they like very much. They can go on full day, like different programs, they'll go to different places, they'll keep singing. I had one friend like who was like that. And then there are other people like who like philosophical discussion or who like some different things. So Sai company mila to acha hai, like amongst devotees also, if we can get some right kind of company, so then we'll like and things like that. So here we see that Sri Chaitanya, like Nityananda Prabhu was very much interested in preaching and Sankirtan activities. And he was waiting, like, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not started that activity. So when he starts that, then I'll go and join there. So he was just waiting for that point. And then there is this nocturnal kirtans, started in Shiva Sangan. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Gaya, and then he got the initiation, and then later on the way back, he saw Krishna, and then like he lost the vision of Krishna, and then he came back and he was like, he started his whole this one. The first thing is like the lamentation, So I could able to see the Supreme Lord for some time, and then like I lost it. So this is the whole point. Like gante discuss karte the, and this is the only point of discussion. Ki like I got the Supreme Lord, but I have lost. जैसा लाइक हमारे डिवोटीज बोलते हैं लाइक प्रभु जी लाइक कल चैंटिंग में थोड़ा अच्छा कुछ टेस्ट मिला तो उसके बाद चले गया. So and then like after that like they keep searching and trying and trying their best, so it is not possible again to get. So in that way we see that this is, in fact, this is the ultimate ultimate end of all perfection is to search for Krishna. And what is the beginning of Krishna consciousness or spiritual life? Atata Brahma Jignasa. And what is the end? Keep searching for Krishna. Like, बीच में क्या, what happened in between? What? बीच में कोई किसी को मिल जाते हैं. नहीं, like बीच में there is very important this one. Like initially, we have to search for Krishna, and then the ultimate this one that devotee thinks is that I have to attain Krishna, and then he attains Krishna, after a lot of practice, and then he sees that Krishna is so unlimited, so it is not possible for us to like fully comprehend the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this highest limits of devotional service, as we are seeing in the the six Goswamis, the Shad Goswami Ashtakam, and then also this pastimes of the Supreme Lord Himself, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Himself, who's Krishna Himself. Like people, devotees trying to attain Krishna is like something we can understand. Krishna Himself is trying to attain Krishna, like so it is beyond our comprehension, and that is considered to be the highest limits of perfection of Krishna consciousness, to be there in the search for Krishna. So from this we can understand, so from the Atata Brahma Jignasa to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is constantly searching for Krishna, is that the progress in Krishna consciousness is like the object that you are searching may be just right next to you, but that is not the goal. The goal is that to intensify the search. So the search is always on. So the Chaturshloki Bhagavatam also, when I read, after studying this, like initially it didn't strike me, but after studying this, like the last, this one, the four steps that are mentioned, the last step is that you have to keep searching for the absolute truth. In every time, every place, and every aspects of the life. So the search for Krishna is the ultimate, is the starting of the spiritual life, and it is also the ending of the spiritual life. So, and we see that here at this point in time, Nityananda Prabhu actually reaches, he actually understands that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has started his Sankirtan Leela, and he wanted to proceed there. And there are a lot of details are there, as always, like I don't remember much details in the first time. So how much ever I remember, I just share. So that he at the same time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also knows that Nityananda Prabhu is coming. So he gives hint to the people. So he says that in 1 or 2 days, like there is a great personality who's going to come in Navadvip, and everybody are eager, like they want to understand, they want to see, like somebody who's great who's going to come. And then one day, Nityananda Prabhu, by the time like he has come to Navadvip, and then he's staying in Nandan Acharya's house. So like it is just this place is just next to our Mayapur ISKCON temple, near the Ghat only it is there. So like our Kotibu would have visited every place now. So now this he comes and stays there, and it is considered to be the place of hiding. So whenever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to hide, he'll go there. And whenever somebody wants to hide, they'll go there. Advaita Acharya. So but the one point to wonder about is like, if the same place every time they are going to hide, how is it that people are not able to find? This is also a very important point, So it doesn't matter where the Lord is, where he is hiding. He can just stand right next to us. Just like Bhagavad Gita is non-different from the Supreme Lord, we can take the Bhagavad Gita and we can start reading, and we can read even this section, that Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. Even still it is Guhyam. Even if the Lord is there right next to us, still if he doesn't want to reveal to us, we cannot unlock him. That is not possible. He doesn't require Nandanacharya's house. But Lord does everything as a pastime. He does it in an artistic way. So सब चीज के लिए कुछ घर है, कुछ artistic way है, like everything is like very very artistic. Just like the other day we were discussing that if we want to bring the sea water, and sustain our this one water needs and things like that, तो हम कैसा करते हैं? तो like बड़ा सा पाइप और बीच बीच में बड़ा बड़ा टैंक रख के लाइक उसमें पंप सेट सब लगा के पूरा मोटर वोटर ये सब चीज़, एंड देन कोई आके वो पाइप को चोरी करके लेके जाएगा, फिर लीकेज होगा, उसके बाद उसके पीछे इतना मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. सो मेनी पीपल विल बी एंगेज्ड इन मेंटेनिंग दैट. बट व्हेन द लॉर्ड डस, he evaporates by the sun, sun is also like very nice and beautiful. And then when the water gets evaporated, it becomes cloud. And many poets write poetry on these clouds, so amazing clouds. And then things like that. And then these clouds, they gather together in one place. And then pure devotees, they remember of Krishna. And the materialistic people, they remember at least, hamara khana pina aa gaya. So like many times we see that even in the older generation people, they always used to ask that, how are you, and how is the rains in your place? Always the general inquiry. Whenever they make the general inquiry, they'll ask about this. So because आजकल like पानी तो टैंकर में आता है, टैप में आता है, like बारिश का क्या जरूरत है? So like, and tanker is not worth asking about. It is so ugly. So now we see that this Lord does the same work, but he does so artistically. Whatever he does artistically. So in Kali Yuga, we have come down to the level of functionality. So काम हो गया ना, like ये सब like सब plain design है, सब flat है, ये है वो है, so like there is no much of artistic work that is there. So the Vedic culture means everywhere, in every aspect, there is so much of artistic this one. So the Lord, he just simply wants to decide that he has to, he should not reveal himself. That's all. Like nobody will be able to find or anything like that. So he doesn't require a particular house to go and chipne ka. So like he can just be there and nobody can find. If he doesn't want himself to be revealed. So Nityananda Prabhu comes there, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just to prove this point, he sends two personalities. Who are they? Like Haridas Thakur was one of them, and probably Srivas Thakur or somebody. So like two devotees, like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that today, I had a dream. Like one amazing personality had appeared, and he had a very, very strongly built body, and then he had the plow and a big pillar of this one, this one plow he had, and then there was this one mace also was there, and then he was like very beautiful and things like that, and he looked like Balram himself. And then he appeared and he told like, I'm coming, or I have come, something like that. So he told me like this. So maybe that great personality has appeared, like he is there in this place, in this now. You people go and search. And these two people are sent, and they are searching like 8-9 घंटा, like ऐसा कुछ बहुत there, they searched, and they searched every single house. मतलब they would have searched Nandanacharya's house also. Who knows? And they searched everywhere, and then they came back and they told like, so we couldn't able to find. So this is one very important thing. The Lord actually displays this pastime, that you see that I am asking you to search, but still I don't want to reveal. And if I don't want to reveal, how will we be able to find? It is not possible. So it is a very, very important thing. आज सुबह भी like कुछ devotees के साथ discussion हो रहा था कि like trying very hard to chant and get focus, and I'm not able to get focus. मतलब what is a conclusion? What is this one that we can actually take realization? Realization is that I can try my best, and until unless the Lord reveals, I cannot get an experience of the Lord. So it is very, very important understanding that the Lord is Swarat, the Lord is supremely independent, and He chooses to reveal Himself. So here then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiles, and then he he leads the team, and then on the way also like they pick up so many people. Hey, like we are going to meet somebody, like come on. And they all go to Nandanacharya's house, and then there again both of them, when they see each other, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, so they have a lot of amazing ecstasy and things like that. So it's very difficult to describe those aspects. So like one philosophical point, like which is which is easy for us to access. Devotee asks that why when the Lord comes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is so powerful. ठीक है, Nityananda Prabhu more powerful. किसी ना किसी एक को भेजना है ना, like no, सब लोग क्यों आते हैं, you know, so why everybody has to come, no, one person, like two person is so powerful, like, and you glorify also, like one devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu you say like is like sufficient to drown the whole world in Krishna consciousness, but क्यों सब like सबके सब क्यों आते हैं, you know, so it is an important thing that, you know, when they want to relish, you know, even the meeting between the Madhavendra Puri and Nityananda Prabhu. So we see that, like, until unless they meet another devotee of the same caliber, so they will not be able to exchange, or they will not be able to experience their limits of, you know, what is that, ecstasy. So it requires, like, the association is like, no, there is matchstick is there is the surface of the matchbox is there. Both are there and both are capable of, like, producing fire. But when they are not together, they cannot produce fire. So in that way, no, like the devotee always seeks the association of devotees. Why? Because they want Krishna and they are capable of, no, like what is that, getting the thoughts of Krishna. But still, why do they ask for the association of devotees? Because in association of devotees, Krishna becomes manifest in very, very solid way. No, so that is why they want association of devotees. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all these, devotees, so they can function, the Supreme Lord also, he can function in his normal way only with his devotees. You know, there is a nice sloka is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributes the mercy, with these people. He relishes with these people. He performs his Sankirtan with these people. He does everything with these people only. He doesn't do anything apart from these people. So leaving aside these people. No, anything he has to do, he will do with these people only. No, that is a very, very important thing. So that is why the whole lot of entourage actually comes. So, no, we should not think that, okay, like I will only have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I will only have Nityananda Prabhu, or I'll only have this devotee, and I don't like the other people. But Krishna will say, like, no, I want everybody. If you don't like this person, you get lost. I don't want. So it is a very, very important thing that, Krishna and his devotees, they come together and they all are doing the pastimes together, and they like to be together, and they don't want, like, they don't function separately from each other, like this. So this is also a very important aspect of the Leela of the Lord, that the Lord likes to perform his pastimes with his close associates, and without them he will not be able to perform. Just like that whole, this one is there, when Srimati Radharani decides to come to the earthly planet. So that time, it is mentioned that if Yamuna and Govardhan goes, then I'll come. Otherwise I'll not come, like that. So in this way, we see that the eternal personality is the Supreme Lord. So even for them to function, they require certain aspects. So that is when they feel at home, and that is when they actually perform their pastimes. So that's when the Lord comes, so he comes with his whole entourage, he comes with his whole setting and everything, So it's like a nice drama artist, you tell that you come and perform, and then you say like, my assistants are needed, my costumes are needed, my everything is needed. That is when I can come and perform, like that. So when we invite the Lord, when the demigods went and approached the Lord, so they did not tell like, no, you bring so and so also, you bring so and so also. They just told like, Lord, you come. So the situation is very bad. When the Lord comes, he comes with all, whole package, because without them he cannot function. So that's a very, very important aspect. So then after that we see there are many nice pastimes of Nityananda Prabhu, and we see some of these pastimes will come in Jagai Madai pastimes also. But one thing is Nityananda Prabhu's character is little difficult to understand for common people. So that is why again and again it will be mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that if somebody accepts Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then talks ill about Nityananda Prabhu, his spiritual life will be doomed. So this is one problem, where you tell that he is the most merciful personality, and he gives even mercy to those people like who doesn't want to take the mercy. So but then if you see something and then if you feel bad, then you are doomed. So like it is is it a what is that, it's always a catch over there. So like we see that like anybody who is simple at heart and who's seeking, the one important aspect, like for a devotee to get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, is that if he feels that, I am so much in need of mercy, and I am so much troubled in this material world, I don't have any hope. So then there is so much of no possibility of getting the mercy. But if he feels that I want to test who these personalities are, I want to see how nice they are or how not nice they are and things like that. So then there is going to be a problem. Then we will not, in a worldly sense, we will not be able to comprehend the activities of Nityananda Prabhu. Just like Haridas Thakur, and Nityananda Prabhu are the preaching partners. And many times Haridas Thakur will come and complain, what kind of preaching partner you have given me? This person, he goes and jumps into Ganges, and then he rides on crocodile. And then, so we want to go to preaching and program chal raha hai, idhar ye Ganga mein ghoom raha hai. So how will our activities go? And itla katre mein very dangerous place he'll go, and then he will do something. And हर समय कुछ danger में पहुंचते हैं. And then we see that he'll go and play some pranks with young girl, and when the parents come, he'll run away and they'll catch me and they'll beat me. And इतना dangerous area में जाके preaching करते हैं, and he'll go to the wine shop and he'll preach, and so किधर मन लगा उधर चले जाते हैं. And it's some things are little difficult to comprehend. So what Nityananda Prabhu does, and he is so much in ecstasy in the thoughts of the Lord and in the thoughts of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And sometimes he actually, we cannot put in the external rules and regulations. And in fact, in one pastime, when the whole party of devotees, when they come from Bengal to this one, Jagannath Puri, to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every year. So the Yatra manager is Shivananda Sen. And one time, I think the prasadam was not in proper time, or some arrangement was not in proper. So that time, Nityananda Prabhu was very angry. And then he was called, and Shivananda Sen was called, and then he kicked him on the chest or belly or somewhere. He kicked him. And then Shivananda Sen was considering very, very great. I got amazing mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So it is quite difficult, to imagine, somebody will say, Prabhu, senior devotee means you should be little calm, cool, patient, and things like that, and समझा के अच्छे से बताना पड़ेगा. So then this thing, how to understand this particular aspect. So it is very, very difficult to understand the personality of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And sometimes bogus people also take these things, and they become angry out of nowhere, maybe because of material things, and they say you see, Nityananda Prabhu did like this, and so I am your Siksha Guru, I have the right to become angry on you, and things like that. Or sometimes they'll quote something else of Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu's this one, pastimes are not to be imitated, and it is a state of existence which is very, very high. In fact, these personalities, the close associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so each one is quite unique. Sri Ramananda Rai, he performs some pastimes which is just so bewildering. So he used to train the Devdasis, the servants of Jagannath, and then he used to make dramas, on the leelas of the Supreme Lord. And somebody may say you are a devotee, and then you are training all these girls and you are making drama, with them. And things like that. So one time one devotee came and saw this, and how he is training all these girls, and then he was bewildered, and then he went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and told that what is this, this is all happening. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, see, only Ramananda Rai can do this and nobody else can do this. Don't even try to think about it. If you think about it, your senses will go for a toss. They will rebel. So it is very important that these pastimes of the Lord and His intimate devotees, they should not be imitated, or they should not be without any adhikar, no, we should not indulge into those pastimes. So we should see that for us, no, they have given the chanting of the names of the Lord, and we have to take that very, very seriously. And by their mercy, we will be able to advance in the process of Krishna consciousness. So, like, I've seen this very important phenomena, just like Yugal Kishore was sharing. Na? So when we are distributing Bhagavad Gita, like people will say that no, I have, no, I already have, or no, I don't want this, and things like that. But in marriage, like free distribution was happening, everybody were taking, and then they were taking like no, one more for my relative, this, that, and all. So in the same way, I have always wondered this phenomena that people want to understand. नो राधा कृष्ण लीला में क्या चलता है, या नहीं तो ये इंटीमेट पास टाइम्स में क्या चलता है, लाइक हाउ कैन वी अंडरस्टैंड लाइक अ डिवोटी परफॉर्मिंग लाइक दिस, और हाउ कैन वी अंडरस्टैंड नित्यानंद प्रभु परफॉर्मिंग लाइक दिस एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. बट आई हार्डली सी एनीबडी आस्किंग प्रभु लाइक इतना साल से चैंट कर रहा हूँ, लाइक नो आई एम नॉट एबल टू लाइक नो फोकस माई दिस वन ऑन चैंटिंग. Or like the thought about that, and this is the thing that is expected, like we are expected to do. So LKG mein like we are expected to learn 1 2 3 ABCD, and like the question that comes is that like how to understand the calculus. No, अरे पहले 1 2 3 तो सीखो, उसके बाद calculus automatically आएगा. So but every time we have the inquisitiveness, the search for something on some other thing where we don't have adhikar, and where we are expected to do something, उसमें like कुछ क्वेश्चन ही नहीं आता है, like और उसमें उतना ज़्यादा प्रयास नहीं आता है. So it is a very, very important thing that we have to keep this endeavor very, very rightly, in the right place. We have to keep the endeavor. So then we will be able to progress nicely. That is why it is very nicely organized. The whole process of Krishna consciousness is very nicely organized, in the step-by-step basis. And and the openly preached about thing is that this chanting of the names of the Lord. So that is something that we have to adopt. And in fact, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes this one of Namahatta, that Godruma Kalpatavi. See, in that, he mentions that the whole thing, the whole organization of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Namahatta, is a marketplace for the holy name, and how different people are distributing this holy name in an effective way. So recently I heard that devotees they are allured by some Gayatri mantra, so there are different new Gayatri mantras, different Gayatri mantras are there, different Sakhis have different Gayatri mantra, and those mantras if you chant, you will be able to realize them, and and it is there and it is in the past, it is given in the Gaudiya Parampara, and it is why it is not given now, why nobody is talking about that and stuff like that. So when Supreme Lord has come to give the holy name, and is it that everybody got that Gayatri mantra? No. Some person got some Gayatri mantra, some person got something else. So many advanced devotees in the past, they got these things. That's okay. But what is it that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling? If you chant the names of the Lord, I will give you Krishna Prem. And we say, no, मुझे आप देंगे, but फिर भी ये थोड़ा चाहिए मुझे. It's like, somebody is saving us from the well. We are fallen in the well, and somebody is saving us from the well. And that too, he is saving with the highest this one, highest possible this one. ये well में से निकालूंगा, and I'll make you the king of the whole planet. So ऐसा वाला rope डाल रहा हूँ, ये rope पकड़ के बाहर आएंगे, तुरंत you will become the king of the whole planet. And we ask that, I understand, you are great, and this rope is very powerful and things like that. फिर भी वो दूसरा rope है ना, उसको भी डालो. जो save करने आए हैं, जो rope डाला, उसको gratitude होना चाहिए, and we should be grateful for the help that has come, and we should have the trust on the person who has thrown the rope. And we should go out of this whole mess of material existence, and we should have the faith that Golokera Premadana Harinam Sankirtan. We will get the ultimate thing that is needed, and this is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving. And how do we know this is what he wants to give? There may be something else he wants to give, and then the current people are not able to understand that, or they don't have the adhikar. Like current acharyas who have come, no, they don't have the adhikar to give these things. So they are just preached something like no chota mota, like they preached and went, no, and things like that. So this is very important. Like the parampara is a very solidly established thing, and this is like telling that it's actually calling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Nityananda Prabhu as ineffective, by telling like this. How it is ineffective? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like he will send his Senapati Bhakta to preach everywhere, and that Senapati Bhakta doesn't have the knowledge about like so many confidential things. He gave only something very ordinary. So it is like we are telling some shortcomings in the Lord's plan only. And if he wants to spread the holy name everywhere, and if he wants to give the pure love of Krishna to everywhere in the whole world, and he has sent an instrument which is ineffective to do that thing. So then it is like, Bhagavan ko upar hi arop laga raha hai, So like he is very ineffective. The Lord is very ineffective. The Acharya is ineffective. So this is like very, very, what is that? Even if they get some Gayatri, which is very powerful and things like that, power like niche hi jayenge, upar kabhi nahi jayenge. Because there's so much of offense is there on the whole platform. There's so much of offense, and there is so much of ungratefulness, and there is so much of doubt, that is there in the real process of Krishna consciousness. So the real process is the names of the Lord, and if the names of the Lord is there, that is more higher than any mantra. So this is the ultimate conclusion of the scriptures. The name of the Lord is the topmost thing. It is, Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually writes, even in the spiritual world, the topmost treasure that is there is the holy names of the Lord. So in the material, this one we see that, as it is mentioned, the earth, water, fire, air, ether. Ether pervades everything. Like that. So in the same way, the Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So in all of them, the Nama actually pervades everything, and the Nama it pervades everything as the king of everything. Like that. So it is very amazing aspect. So this tattva, like the holy name, is really very amazing. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu had come to distribute this particular thing. So like we see that Jagai and Madai were delivered. And they were given aesthetic love of Krishna. And what Gayatri did they chanted? Hare Krishna mantra only they chanted. So why these people want something something different? So that is very, very important. That it is all the upstarts. It is all the people who want to deride the progress of Krishna consciousness movement. They speak about all these things, and we should not give way. So there may be so many there may be so many things that are happening within ISKCON, or there may be so many things which are happening outside. So, but we should be confident that I have accepted a spiritual master, and I have accepted Srila Prabhupada, and they are not cheating. Definitely whatever they have given, it is sufficient enough for me to get back to my spiritual existence, get back to my original position. I don't want anything else. Apart from this. So it is very nice that this pastime I always remember, that Prahlad Maharaj, when asked by Narsinghadev, he mentions that, I want to serve my spiritual master. So we will also be tested, in this way, that this test has done, like many times this test has been put, and there are many people who have failed in this test, that somebody will come and say that I'll give you something better than what Srila Prabhupada has given. And there are so many people who have fallen for this and gone, and even during Prabhupada's time also. So one time when Prabhupada was sick, and then some devotees asked that when if you are not able to continue, so then maybe can we take instructions, or can we take some some god brother of yours, can guide us in some other way, and things like that. So then Prabhupada became very upset. He was very silent, and this one. So what did he tell at that time?
My Guru Maharaj was not an ordinary person. It's a sin it's an offense to talk to the spiritual master so that he can be replaced.
So it is very offensive to think that the spiritual master could be replaced, like that. So it is a very, very important thing, so that we have got the proper representative of Nityananda Prabhu in our life, and we should have complete faith that he will actually deliver us. And all these bogus aspects of no, your spiritual master is not next to you, and no, what did your spiritual master give you, and stuff like that and all. So we should not fall for this prey. That is why, like, no, the devotees who are doing this experiment, no, all of them have a very good means experience that, no, chanting the pranam mantras nicely, and then remembering the instructions of the spiritual master every day, no, making a document, and then, no, like revisiting the instructions of the spiritual master every day. By thinking about like in this way, no, we can actually live with them. We can actually be able to have the association of them. So, but if we no, Prabhupada also says, like, no, there is one mosquito or a fly that is sitting, no, on his body. He says, no, do you think this mosquito is able to get the maximum association of the, no, of that person? Like, no, it is not. So a person who is meditating on the instructions of the spiritual master, and a person who is meditating on the qualities of the spiritual master, he is actually very close to him, no. So there are many times like this also, and this one that is put on Srila Prabhupada, that no, Srila Prabhupada did not spend much time with, no, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Or there is another complaint that was there, no, during Prabhupada's time, no, like our
Complaint was that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur didn't spend sufficient time with Hariksetra.
that is also so like this I think Brahmanand Maharaj or somebody was told, like he met one of the god brothers of Prabhupada, and then like he was told that, what is your spiritual master like? No, he's passing by this way every day for walking and things like that. He's not coming into his Guru Maharaj Samadhi, no, and things like that. So then this was told to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada felt very bad, and no, he told that, no, what do they think? Like, no, do they think that my spiritual master is stuck to that, no, tomb? Like, no, he is right next to me, like he is always guiding me, no, like that. The Prabhupada's mood was like completely amazing, like he was always feeling the presence of, no, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's no, with him, because he was constantly meditating on the instructions of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he was working practically throughout the world, no, for making this thing, no, happen. So in that way, like there are so many other what is that social reasons were there, like why Prabhupada was not going there. So, but no, it is very important that it is not that, like, no, we should not visit these places. No, we should not visit Prabhupada's Samadhi Mandir or something like that, and no, simply think that we are no, following the instructions of Prabhupada. It's not like that. We should definitely no, visit such places. During that time, there were other, no, social reasons. No, the god brothers were criticizing, and the god brothers were running these temples. So, like, no, there were some social apprehensions were there. So that is why it was, no, Prabhupada was not going there. But then we cannot say, like, no, Prabhupada was not like respectful to his spiritual master. So he did exactly what needs to be done. No, so it is very essential that we should not fall for these kind of bogus propagandas, and we should actually stay, no, healthy in Krishna consciousness. And the real thing, this like final one thing I just wanted to mention, that like every day, no, we should try to see that we should try to keep this goal. No, at least no, devotees here, no, I wish that no, whatever other goals that you have, no, amongst that, no, we can maintain this goal, that no, I want to hear the names of the Lord clearly, and then I want to progress, no, in the process of chanting the names of the Lord. And if we can actually think about this goal, no, throughout the day, no, in various points in time, and then like think about like how much I have progressed, no, in this particular direction. And if we actually think about this, so then when we offer our prayers, in the morning, and then when we sit for chanting, and when we do our spiritual practice, so we will always be, in this mood that I am rendering this service to you, Krishna, and like in return, I am just expecting this favor that, you may reveal yourself unto me, So that's the favor that Krishna tells that he will do to his dear devotee. And we are just asking in lines with Krishna's desire. No, we are not asking something different from what Krishna wants. So, and like, why do we have to ask at all? So because like Krishna is telling that I will give you this, and to get that, one important thing is we need to render service, please Krishna, and also we need to maintain that goal. Whatever Krishna wants to give us, we need to also maintain that goal, strongly in our mind. So if we are just rendering service and we don't have the intensity to attain the goal, so then no, we are not going to have it. So that is why Rupa Goswami says this laulyam, no, intense greed to attain the Lord is a very, very important thing. So with that, when we perform devotional service, then we will be able to attain our desired, cherished goal, no, very soon. So, but if the intensity is not there, so then no, our devotional service will not no bear its fruit so fast. No, it's going to take a long, long time. So no, we have to perform. We have to have this intensity, and for that, this meditation on the goal is very, very important. So we have the ultimate goal, no, that is there. So, but according to our no condition at this point in time, no, in lines with attaining the ultimate goal. So this is a very nice goal to keep actually, no. So this nice goal, like where no, we want to have an uninterrupted no what focus in our chanting, right? And we want to have a nice revelation of the Lord. So, and in the form of the sound vibration of the Lord. So this is a very nice goal to keep. And this is something, no, even like in any angle you think, no, like you think that in social or in the just social convention way, no, you are asking others to chant, no, खुद का क्या हाल हो रहा है, you know? So it's something to ponder about. Like, no, I'm asking other people to chant, no, what's happening with me? And it is very in this way, like many arguments we can actually bring about spiritually and materially, in any way, like you think this is a very important goal to have actually. So if we can think about and meditate about this goal and feel bad about that I'm not able to achieve this in a healthy way, not in a depressed way. There is a healthy way of feeling bad and there is a depressing way of feeling bad. So we should have a healthy way of feeling bad, that I want to attain this, so that Tattenu Kampa Shloka describes the healthy way of feeling bad actually. So in that way, like we should feel bad, that I'm not able to have this treasure. And when will I be able to have this treasure of meditating on the names of the Lord, when I, at least while chanting the names of the Lord. So these things when we maintain, so then when we offer our prayers, we will be conscious about it. When we render our service, we will be conscious about it. And then over a period of time, we will see that we will progress in this direction also, very nicely. So with this, I'll just pause. Further discussion we'll have over prasadam. And Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.